You're watching PTV.
We're one two twinsies and we want our PTV.
You're watching PTV.
From the San Francisco Bay Area, it's time for PTV Live. And now, here are the stars of PTV Live: Arnie, Doug, Ben, and Sherry. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
Let's get this centered there. There we go. That's a little better. Well, where's Sherry?
Sherry just went out of town this afternoon. She'll be gone all week visiting her kids up in the Sacramento area.
Very nice. Yeah. I'm sure everyone is going to miss her. I know that she's probably just short of arriving there, I guess. So
yeah, the train should be arriving somewhere around right now.
Yeah. Okay.
And no, Mar, I am not lonesome tonight. I will have a little bit of a guest joining me here later on in the show, but we'll get to that at that point.
Don't know what that means, but
The family is very codependent on each other.
Yeah.
There's a lot of codependency.
Well, I wouldn't say that this particular guest is codependent on me, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens. We see. Hello, Ken.
I have a story for Ken and Todd. That's next week. It just got arrived in the mail today. So Arnie's going to pick up the story I told you yesterday or on Saturday, Ben.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just
a reminder, next week is the closest date before the 25th without going beyond the 25th, which means that is our day that we will be doing
Christmas in May.
The holiday edition of PTV Live for the month of May. Yes.
So I have that story I have to say because it's a great story.
Yeah.
And it relates to what Todd asked us. So
yeah, but Todd just likes us to remember to keep the magic of Christmas alive every day.
Boy, did I.
So yeah, it does. Definitely.
So yeah, I'm excited about seeing them.
Yeah, I'm excited about seeing it too. So
it's a great story because it's all I can say is Ratatouille moment.
Yeah. Now,
if you don't know what Ratatouille moment is, I'll let you know later.
For those of you that are here and saw the countdown where we were walking through Costco, Ben, you grabbed something there and put it in your heart.
Gosh, did I ever? I grabbed two of these. One of them from our house is already gone. Some of it went to Arnie and Doug. But this is the lemon and blueberry loaf from the Costco bakery. It's boxed in a Kirkland signature box, but I mean, just...
You know, we still have ours. We're collecting.
It is possibly one of the most delicious things I've tasted out of their bakery ever. It's just... I cannot say enough about this loaf. It is truly, truly delicious. And yes, Mar, it is decadent, but I'm okay with that.
It is. It's moist. It's tasty.
Yeah, because I like lemon, but everything I touch lemon, it's that sickly sweet lemon, or it tastes like soap because, you know, it has that soapy lemon taste.
But this, no, this is not that.
Lemon Joy, yeah. But no, it was actually good. We got to eat ours because ours is starting to get sweaty. I don't know why we're collecting food, but our stuff it's too moist. But I know I could make that. It's not that hard. It's just a moist loaf.
I'm
got that lemon loaf, but mine didn't have the icing on it.
Yeah,
it was lacking in flavor.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
I could probably see it because, you know, I think things are made differently.
It could be.
I'm sure they were used. I'm sure they used Meyer lemons in this, but it was just an amazing thing. It's just, oh my gosh. Yeah, Donna, if your loaf did not come with the drizzle on top or the crumble, you were gypped. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah. Even someone made it probably just didn't follow it exactly, and they got all...
Maybe they missed that one loaf, something.
Yeah.
Or that one batch that went out. So, yeah, it definitely needs that icing because it really balances the flavors.
Well, just like it goes back to that hideous attraction that was at the Magic Kingdom called Alien Encounter. I went on it twice. I got off and I said, this thing is absolutely so stupid. And everyone was like, it was great. It was so scary. And I'm like, What was so special about it? Didn't you feel this? Didn't you know this? I got one the thing that comes around you is supposed to be the soul sensory thing. Mine didn't work. So I'm sitting there.
Both times?
Well, yeah, and then one of the other one, it was the Stitch one was stupid. But the alien one, I was like, this is the most stupidest thing I've ever seen. And I walked out and everyone's like, oh, clapping. And I'm like, so it can happen with food. Everybody else has all of their loaves that you get, and you get the one that's gypped. So I will never forget that. Goodbye, good riddance. That was a stupid attraction.
Hey, look at that. Jim has a question for you, Ben.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
Did you eat that loaf in the parking lot like the deal guy?
The deal guy. I like
No, we were able to restrain ourselves, and we sampled it at the villa when we got it home. And then I brought back whatever scraps were left to my house here in Oakland.
Yeah. And I'll tell you, we had a great time together on Saturday. We spent the entire day together. We created some content for our channel. Ben, you're going to be talking about what's up with Life with Ben this week, but we'll get to that a little later. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get started with a cocktail.
who doesn't watch the deal guy?
Yeah, the deal. That's true. Yep, I love the deal guy.
Everybody's like, oh, the deal guy, the deal guy, the deal guy.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a cocktail. I've got the camera there in place right now, but I'd like to take that off for just a second and mention that this particular cocktail is sponsored by Cruising for Food. Wanda, thank you so much for the sponsorship. We really appreciate it. This is a wonderful moment that we get to share with her. And let me go ahead and put that camera back on so you can see what's going on there. This cocktail shaker here was donated by Cruising for Food. So it's a wonderful shaker made of, this is Waterford crystal, isn't it?
Going back to what Todd said, yeah, he's just a nice guy. I mean, the deal guy. I'm not saying I ooze all over him, saying like you have to watch his videos. Just sometimes I just watch them because it kind of gives you a heads up of what things are. I think it's only twice in the year and a half to 2 years I've watched him. I'm like, ooh, we got to go get it, the stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, he's good.
And that lemon blueberry loaf was one of them.
Yeah, you got all wet and sloppy over that.
Oh my gosh, it's delicious.
Well, while you're talking, I'm going to go ahead and get started making this cocktail.
It's out now working?
Yeah, the camera's working.
I told him it wasn't going to work today.
Yeah, and of course the camera proved him wrong. In this case, this drink was shown on Life with Ben this week. Ben, want to tell them a little bit about the drink?
Yeah, it's called a Big Blue. It was created by my nephew Jeff, and Jeff loves tiki culture, tiki drinks. There's a bar up in Sacramento that is a tiki experience that they all like to do. So Jeff has been creating a lot of rum-based drinks with falernum, which I guess is used in a lot of tiki drinks. Including this one that Arnie's pouring. It's called the Big Blue, and Jeff poured it for me so I could sample it while I was visiting a couple of weeks ago. So Arnie is, what's that, Doug?
You think if it has 3 types of run, you'd be 3 sheets to the wind, but it sounds like you get all slopped.
No, you know what? I had the drink that Arnie's pouring right now with my dinner, and I didn't even feel anything with it. It was a nice drink, and I enjoyed it, but it didn't really give me a buzz at all.
Well, I started with an ounce of spiced rum, and the one that we use is from Trader Vic's. This is an ounce of just regular Dole pineapple. Want that? Put it over here, I guess, for now, and then we'll take it to the fridge during our break. Then I'm going to go ahead and give it the Big Blue color that it has. This is blue curacao. And this takes also an ounce of the blue curacao. So let me go ahead and put that in. So Ben, did you like the drink?
The drink is delicious.
Yeah, you know, it really looks like I'm pouring Windex.
Yeah. It does look like Windex.
It looks very...
There we go.
But
Then
I
I'm going to
guarantee
put in.
it's not taste like Windex.
I'm going to put in a half ounce of the Malibu pineapple rum.
I don't trust putting that down there.
And
I thought that was a quarter of an ounce.
nope, half an ounce.
Oh,
It's the pineapple
Yeah.
rum.
The light rum is the quarter ounce.
And I'm going to do that one next. Gonna take that.
Yeah,
Here-
this one has a lot of ingredients to it.
Yeah, most tiki
What
drinks
tiki they
have,
do.
like, some have up to 10 ingredients. They're just crazy.
found another cocktail guy over the weekend, and we liked him. So
This is a quarter ounce of rum, so
why bother?
it just adds one more layer of rum to it. So
I need more
Okay.
rum.
Doug
Ooh,
does
this
like.
is- gotta go.
Do you want the towel?
No, I gotta go.
Vacuum Wars? Have you heard of Vacuum Wars?
Now Vacuum Wars is an addictive shit. I've not heard of Vacuum Wars. Okay, then this is a liqueur, and like Ben said, it is in a lot of tiki drinks. It is falernum, and this particular brand is the same brand for a cocktail that I had at Club 33 at Disneyland. In this case, it was a tiki drink that they had made during the Summer of Tiki at Disneyland, and they were celebrating the Enchanted Tiki Room at the club. So they were doing a lot of tiki drinks, and in this case, they had falernum flowing in a lot of their cocktails.
Well, now you've got it in yours there.
There it is. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it was a lot.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, Kathy says that the color reminds me of a frozen blueberry raspberry ice treat. Very good point. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put the shaker top on and the cap and give it a good shake.
And blue goes everywhere.
The water from melting from the ice gives it a good dilution, which is why you shake it with ice. And then I'm going to go ahead and just pour it. Let's see if I can get that on camera. There we go. Just
Yeah,
pour
you
this
need it
over.
higher. Higher.
That's fine. He's fine.
And there we go.
Now, Jeff
I'm
did
not-
say that this
I'm
can
not-
be served as a blended drink if you have so desired.
Yeah, you can add some ice to it and throw it into a blender and just blend it up. And in this case, I think Ken is right. It would make a good adult snow cone. Let me give it a try. You can garnish it with an orange wheel. I picked an orange from our tree, but I didn't cut it, so I thought, no, I'll just go ahead and just drink it.
Yeah.
And I must say, that is a very smooth cocktail. Want to give it a sip?
I'll give it a try.
Yeah, that is smooth. That is actually the kind of drink that you could drink on a warm night on the porch. I would call it like a porch pounder.
It needs way more rum. It's too much blue carousel. I knew it. I knew it. I informed myself thusly. It needs more rum.
I don't think so.
It's got 2.5 ounces of rum.
My tongue, I took one sip and my tongue is blue. No. It's not bad. Uh-oh. I knew it. You were going to make a huge mess.
The cap fell off.
Yeah,
But
and it
the-
has moisture down there. Let me go wipe it up. Ah.
I tell you.
Wow, he does spaz at the littlest things.
Yeah. Donna, it really scares me. Actually, it's a nice color. It's a nice blue. I mean,
And it's a delicious drink.
yeah, it is. It's a very good drink. I like this. So to my nephew, Jeff.
Alex says
Sorry,
it
I
looks
have to clean.
Alex says it looks like you drank a Smurf.
Yeah. Donna, here we go. Cleaning tips with Doug. And,
Yep.
We're gonna lose the camera, so why don't we go ahead and go on to the next segment? The drink is Cookie Monster color or Sully. Yeah, indeed. So let's go ahead and move on. I'm glad I've got this drink because we have to talk about this movie from Hallmark Channel. Let's go ahead and discuss that. Dream Moms. Oh, Donna, good luck. Safe travels to Walt Disney World. She's got to go pick up Sam. Sam was at the Magic Kingdom today.
Well, she'll be back.
Yeah, and then I believe she was going to Epcot too. So, but yeah, looks like Sam had a good time. I caught her this morning. First thing when I was waking up, she was riding one of my favorite rides, the People Mover. Anyway, yeah, and the movie, Ben. You want to talk about it? Well, let's read the synopsis first. Two moms whose Broadway dreams got deferred enter a TV talent show competition together and learn that it's never too late to become what or who you want to be. Starring Tamara Mowry Housley, Chelsea Hobbs, and Roger Cross. Ben.
Yes.
What did you think of the film? Did you watch the whole thing?
I didn't. I glazed, or I glanced at the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes while I was with Arnie and Doug over the weekend. And while I had more than enough opportunity to watch the middle part of the film, I could not bring myself to it, because if it led up to what resulted at the end, I would have gained nothing other than just extreme angst of a wasted hour of my time. It was a terrible film.
Well, I like Benji's answer there. Sister, not sister. And Gene G. Jr. says, another horrible Hallmark movie.
It truly
Paul Eichenlaub, he is our Hallmark savant, and he rated it a -5 Ben burritos.
Because it's the worst movie he's ever seen on Hallmark. And Paul, I have to agree with you. It didn't go anywhere. From the very beginning, I didn't care about any of the characters. And the fact that Tamara's brother or cousin? Was it a
Brother.
cousin? Was a
Brother
brother.
owned the dance studio.
The guy needed to go back to school to learn how to act, because he was just reciting lines like he was some sort of untrained 6-year-old, just reciting lines in a pageant.
Yeah, he was not the only one. The entire cast pretty much phoned it in. The dialogue was stiff and stilted along with their performances.
It's like they were trying to break a record in shooting this film as quickly as they could, almost like they only had 3 days to do it, because it felt like they only had one take of every scene. It was awful.
Now, what has happened to Hallmark, Ken? We don't know. I said that exact same thing, so reading my mind. They're kind of killing their brand. Or they're just sullying it. Or they're just making it. They don't have the panache of...
But that's not true. They are reaching an audience. Their numbers are larger. People are really gravitating to some of these movies. I don't understand why, because they're so awful.
They're seeing different types of
You may
numbers.
remember this one toward the end of February. Ben, do you remember this movie here? The Love Club, Nicole's pen pal.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. That one was part of a series that was posted online, and this one was the lucky enough one to be picked out and broadcasted on Hallmark Channel.
It was one of 4 films that was produced for the Love Club, and this was the one they chose to put on air. The other 3 were on their streaming service.
And if this one was as bad as we thought it was, what were the other 3 films like?
I didn't even give it a shot to see what they were like.
I just don't care.
Because Dream Moms fell into the same bucket as the Love Club, Nicole's pen pal, with getting a rating from us of 0 gold crowns. 0 out of 10. We couldn't even give it 1. The performances, the story, the costuming.
I just don't want to talk about it. It's so bad.
It was
I
just
didn't care.
such a disappointment. It was awful.
It was uncomfortable watching it because I didn't care.
Did you finish it when you went home to watch the rest?
No, I did not. I could not justify spending an hour of my time pushing myself through the extra commercials and all just to say I watched the whole thing, because if we saw the first 20 minutes and the last 20 minutes and it did what it did, there was no point in even trying for the rest of the film.
Yeah, we watched the
Now-
hour of it. It's just
Paul's comment here is, I think this is Hallmark's way of trying to make up with the actors they lost last year. I don't know.
don't.
Maybe they are trying to make up so that those actors come back.
That might be part of it.
Yeah, I think that's definitely I think that fraction is
That-
definitely
yeah,
part
that's
of.
part of it. But my problem is that the producers and the story writers behind the scenes aren't producing the material that's relevant to having better actors come to the channel.
Now, there's a review channel called Hit or Miss Hallmark Movie Reviews. We saw their review of the movie that we watched last week, and that was Masters of the Game or something like game, something about the game.
Yeah, the one I missed.
Baseball one
Yeah.
last week.
What was it called, Ben?
I don't remember because I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah, it had to do with baseball. They felt the same way that we did about the movie. They were spot on with their review. But I'm curious to see what they're going to say about Dream Moms, because Dream Moms for me was an absolute bomb. 0 crowns, so horrible. It was bad. Joys of San Joaquin Valley says maybe Hallmark is trying to target the younger generations. You know what? Maybe so.
I think Hallmark and their brand, and especially the Hallmark channel, they're seeing the numbers and they're like, oh, we're doing great. We're on a great trajectory. We're seeing numbers. We're getting great advertising. That might be the case. But I think they're only seeing it blindly through very rose-colored glasses, or they're only seeing one section of the reviews, or what they only want to see what they want to see, is what I get it. Because
Maybe-
the stuff they've been creating is bad.
Maybe what they're doing is looking at the demographics of the mix of the audience and gearing the movies towards just that demographic as opposed to playing it to a broader audience.
Could
I
be.
don't know. I don't know I don't know what their reason is, but all I know is that they're not hitting my mark.
I like Benji's response here.
Beautiful.
Hallmark needs to stay true to their roots and make more greeting card centric storylines. I like that. Benji, way to go.
We say that all the time. I don't need a lot. I don't need a steady diet once every Saturday. I have to look forward to it. 1, maybe 2 a month that are really good, that I want to spend my time on it. Not just saying, oh, it's Saturday night, I have to put out a movie. And it turns out to be, it sounds like they're doing it, this is like a chore to them.
Okay.
It's something I have to do.
Yeah. All right. I think we've beaten this one to death.
Bitch. Grandpa Simpson.
All right. We've covered the movie. So why don't we just go to something? All right. And now this.
Coming up next on PBS, it's the Pepper Tree Villa Taste of New Year Special.
And we are going to be sampling different appetizers from different places. So everyone, I'd like to introduce my sister.
I'm hungry.
Who wants to go first? Sherry.
I'm going to start with something that Ben would never, ever put in his mouth.
Dip it in sour cream. Is it tangy? Is it stringy?
She's gonna be doing a swig of Trader Jose's light lager.
I am not a beer drinker.
Cheers, Sherry. Happy New Year.
Dilly dilly.
Hey,
Oh,
Stay
that's
woke.
not bad. I'm keeping that one.
I just wish there was more caramelized onion on it.
Yeah, that was a disappointment.
Okay, this is these are hummus pods, zesty lemon.
It looks very unappetizing. It looks like it's filled with Play-Doh.
These are and I've never heard of this food before. Black bean and sweet corn pupusas? I had never heard of them, and I was concerned because the first part of the word is poo-poo. Lots of black beans.
That's awesome.
Bob Fuzz, do you have anything to add? It's breaded zucchini.
That's a disaster already.
And so this, I'm substituting a sweet chili sauce instead.
Nope.
What was that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the first, it's going back to Trader Joe's, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Now it's giving me the itchies.
So these are called Brazzi bites. These are zesty pepper jack varieties.
Is it zesty?
It is zesty. I can taste the jalapeno.
Is it moist enough?
Stop.
It is.
Brazzy bites, cheese balls, moist. I don't know what's going on in this week.
You know,
Okay, here we go, guys.
Jim.
Cheerios on them?
Sherry,
God.
Sherry.
Oh, she really poured it on.
Sherry's great.
Closer, get closer.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have her husband come in and pour her into bed.
Celebrate the new year, what you can remember of it, with Pepper Tree Villa's Taste of New Year Special. Coming up next on PBS.
We use the Friendly TV app to watch Hallmark. And now we can watch Lifetime, History, A&E, and more. There are over 30 channels from which to choose. We can even add Hallmark movies now to our subscription. Plans start at just $6.99 a month with no commitments. Download the Friendly TV app today at try.friendlytv.com.
You're watching PTV.
And like Hallmark used to announce that they were the heart of TV, we are the heart of YouTube. Welcome back,
I
everyone.
wish we can use profanity.
You know, I'll tell you that
This family-friendly crap is just it's for the birds.
Did Sherry go to A after that? She always had a bottle in her mouth.
It's just the way the whole commercial was cut
It was
by
so
Richard.
edited.
That was one of the first things that Richard did for us over 3 years ago when we started to share knowledge with each other. And I can't get enough of that clip. He just did it. He put it together so well.
Yeah, that one was a lot of fun. I really
looked at the date.
Really
and I'm
enjoyed
like,
that.
Oh, before the world just came to an end.
Yeah.
I went down the toilet.
It's true. It's
Ugh.
true.
But
But
we're on the other side. We're doing all right.
we are doing okay. We're doing great. Okay.
Nothing to see here. It's fine. And there's body parts everywhere.
Oh, now Todd's got a good question. Skillet cornbread. Didn't see bacon, jalapenos, and sharp cheddar in that cornbread.
Yeah, you need to gussy it up, and that's very Southern.
Yeah.
Or very Southwestern,
That's-
actually.
Yeah, but
Jalapenos.
Todd and Dave on Fox Hollow, they put that one out yesterday. I still have to watch it. I'll probably be doing that tonight. But
I like mine.
if you're not yet
It's moist.
so yeah, I know.
Second time you've used that word tonight.
I know, and I use a whole can of corn. I don't gussy it up with the bacon and jalapeno yet, but
But that's if we want savory. So that's good. Okay, time for a Hallmark moment.
and it's really sad. Where are you? Uh-oh. It's really sad. I think we have every single one of those ornaments.
I don't think that's really sad at all.
That's
Yeah, most of those ornaments are in our collection, and if they're not in ours, they're in Ben and Sherry's collections. So we will be bringing you a Hallmark moment most weeks during the year of 2023, being that it is Hallmark's 50th anniversary, and we do like doing that. It's fun. It's just a lot of fun. And now,
hi, Sherry.
oh, Sherry's here.
Oh, no, he just takes up space. He just sits there as, Jeff, the skeleton that was on, what was that story? That nighttime. I consider you Jeff the skeleton. What was the Jeff the skeleton from? Who was the nighttime guy? The nighttime after night.
Oh no, Jeff the Robot.
Yeah, Jeff the Robot, the skeleton. That's what I consider.
Jeff the skeleton robot.
Yeah.
That was on the Late Late Show with Craig Ferguson.
Yes, with Craig Ferguson.
Hysterical. I loved Craig Ferguson.
Yes.
So anyway, it's the first Disney keepsake ornaments from 1997, and this was one of them.
1977.
1977. Yeah, not 97. 77.
Up higher. I can't see.
Well,
we have those.
We have that ornament now in our collection. We purchased it a few weeks ago from eBay, and now it's going to be on our Hallmark tree later this year when we put together Christmas Forest. But
that's when Mickey was chubby.
It's when they introduced the first line in 1977 of officially licensed Disney-themed keepsake ornaments.
I love it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I really like this one. It's simple, but it starts a nice legacy.
But it also goes on with how Hallmark did a lot of their ornaments at the very beginning. There were a lot of satin balls that they did feature in their ornament releases every year. But you don't see that kind of ornament anymore because they've moved on to a higher price point and a lot more skilled artists in their portfolio.
I think it's also technology material.
Yeah. Now, Pam's fam said no sherry tonight. No, unfortunately for us, but fortunately for her kids. Yeah, she is visiting her children and grandchildren this week. So she's going to have a great time. So,
and for those of you who have asked, no, I am not doing a segment with crafting tonight. I don't consider myself even nearly qualified to do that. Sherry is our crafting person, so
definitely
that's reserved for her. So we're doing something a little different tonight. So no crafting. So sorry about that.
But Todd, they need a satin ball for the 50th. I think that's what that 1/50th glass ball probably represents. Those
probably.
You know, I would think that was the case because they do have that size and it's all gold.
Yeah. I do like what Benji said there, though. I think that's the Mickey design that daycare centers use. So yeah, I would say that's probably very true. So, but that's our salute to Hallmark this week.
Mickey was almost 50.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
He was.
Can you believe
He was almost 50.
Yeah.
So, Mickey was. Oh my gosh.
So anyway, let's move on. Okay, Ben.
Yes.
What did we get this week?
This week I got something sent to me, and it was a purchase, believe it or not, from Five Below. I'm not necessarily the target audience for Five Below, and I did an episode earlier on in Life with Ben about a year and a half ago, talking about going to a Five Below location. But I've kind of identified with this character. My friend Alex has an affinity for Sanrio characters and the Hello Kitty genre. And there's this one character that goes by the name of Gudetama, and he's referred to as the lazy egg. And I guess Gudetama is kind of like is it the translation of lazy egg in Japanese? I'm not sure, but this is Gudetama.
Oh my gosh. It looks like a lopsided Pac-Man.
Yeah, he does not respond to much of anything, and he has the constant attitude of meh.
That's the look on his face.
Yeah. So I kind of identify with him, especially with the way my job went for the last 6 months.
I can see that. I mean, it was rough.
Yeah,
but
this little guy is going to be a good sidekick for me for coming months. Oh, it's a Japanese mix, is what Alex says.
Japanese mix. There it is. Okay, that makes sense.
But this is good Tama.
Um,
And that's what I got shipped to me this past week.
yeah, little Mr. Tamago or Tamago. Okay, thanks, Benji. Appreciate that. We were actually going to do a moment here where we had done the What's New at Trader Joe's. Let me go ahead and yeah, this
What's new at Trader Joe's?
Unfortunately, the Trader Joe's item that we were going to sample, we didn't have an opportunity to cook it in our kitchen or put it together.
So why am I the only one on screen? There we go.
There we go. So we were going to do it.
What were we supposed to do?
We were going to do the pineapple salsa that we.
Oh yeah, I changed my mind. I got a little pissy last night, and there was just a lot going on. I didn't want to cook, and a lot of issues, and so we had another.
Doesn't that happen a lot, though?
Huh?
Doesn't that happen a lot, though?
Oh yeah, I'm always getting my knickers in the knot.
I'm going to go ahead and just say that.
I'm just going to do my Charlie Brown. No, I ended up finding something different. And so.
Okay.
Yeah, we decided to go a different route. And I'm glad we did because it was a lot easier. This would have required a lot of cleanup. And by the end of the weekend, the way we were going, it was just...
we rescreened screens, our window screens. We have now window screens and the main windows that we open up, so they're all nice and clean.
Yeah.
Well, new. We got the burps. So that's what we were doing, and I wanted to finish that. But we got a lot of our kitchen reorganized.
Yeah. So yeah, we were busy with that. So anyway, let's go ahead and then take a quick break. We'll come back and we'll do some taste sampling of some things, but we'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live.
You're gonna make it after all.
The 407 Original Brand Apparel celebrates Orlando's famous area code as an affordable casual line of clothing that allows you to say you love Orlando without saying you love Orlando. Shop my online store for men and women's 407 Original Brand Apparel today, where American Express is warmly welcomed.
I'm getting her a little napkin.
I've got napkins.
Oh.
I'm prepared. I've got things
I
ready.
couldn't see, so I could just
So-
see crumbs. You didn't vacuum last time
This
we were here,
is-
so...
This is
Oh,
Ben, I've
Canada.
been wondering if you use on your videos that copyrighted or not. I'm just wondering. We have been using it for well over 2 years, and they have been very forgiving on that one.
Which one is this one? Oh, this is the
This is a s'moreo.
Oh, yeah.
Ben, you brought these to us.
Yes, I did.
And what's the calorie count on these?
Each cookie has 70 calories.
Oh, they keep apart very easily. Let me try the crust by itself.
This is
Crusties.
a graham flavored cookie with marshmallow and chocolate flavored cream in the middle. So you get a sampling of both chocolate and marshmallow.
Okay, it's very subtle graham. Very subtle.
Mm-hmm.
Let me try it with the little cream thing.
I'm not gonna lie, I actually like this. I was a little afraid of this one, but
I
like
was too. I was a little reticent of trying it.
It's not. I mean, it's. You're not supposed to eat it the way I do. But it's sweet.
Ben, if you need to replace the music, I know a guy. That comes from Benji. Thank you, Benji. We appreciate that. For the record, Benji produces all the music that you hear on any of his videos at Let's Go to the Park. So good
He's
stuff.
very, very talented.
Very talented.
SeaWorld.
And very funny. You know what? I want a second cookie.
I'm okay. I'm not going to finish mine. No, I don't need it. They're not bad, but they're not what I want.
Hashtag s'more sunshine, please.
No.
I have not had dinner. I've not had dinner yet. Dinner was getting ready to be served just after the show was going live. So I thought, you know what? We'll just go ahead and warm some stuff up after I'm done with the show. So this is my appetizer.
Well, this is not the only cookie we're trying tonight. We also have a little taste of...
That's what I'm really looking for.
A taste of Canada.
We already know that these are going to be good because they're Canadian.
Now, Doug, let's show the box. Here we go. Is that the French side? Yeah, that's the French side. Let's show the English translation.
Very Frenchy.
There you go. Maple leaf. Yeah, the thing is, this is one of those things that you find in both regions of France, the English area as well as the French area. I believe...
It's British area.
I believe that these came...
The British and French.
From our friend Scott. His best friend Rona came for a visit. So she brought various snacks, and one of them happens to, oh my gosh, that maple flavor or that smell just hits me in the face.
Yeah,
it's wonderful.
It's a very fragrant cookie.
I'm going to get one of these cookies out and give it a try. This looks very good. Put that down. Okay. I have the Oreo here, but let me try this one instead.
Perfection.
Oh, man.
That's a good cookie.
Mm-hmm.
For a store purchase cookie, this is so much better than the Oreo that we just ate.
Oh, yeah.
It's also very different from the S'moreo that I just had.
It's very different. I like it. I really like this one.
Baked goods from another country always taste better.
Not always.
But these are Leclerc Celebration Cream Cookies, and this particular flavor is maple leaf, which is, of course, it's a maple flavor.
But, we will be eating all these.
Yeah, these will be eaten. But I agree. Between the Oreo,
no, I don't.
Between the Oreo and this one, hands down, better. I really like this one. So to Rona and Scott, thank you so much for the sampling, the taste sample from Canada. We really like that. Okay.
Oh, these are perfect.
Well,
I need to make a maple nut scone. I'm going through a quick bread and scone.
That sounds good. A maple nut scone.
I'm going through a scone and a quick bread phase.
We may be developing some recipes, more recipes for the cookbook that we're working on, so that'll be the case. Why don't we go ahead then and let's go to what would normally be the next segment right now would be crafting, but since Sherry is not with us, we are going to go and try this. So this happened. We have a lot of things that happened this week, and let's go ahead and just give this one started. I got sick. I don't know what happened. Tuesday, everything was fine. I, did my day of work. Doug and I ate lunch. We had breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Basically had the exact same food, and he
ate the same food. And
yakking on a bone.
Okay, now here's what happened. I went to bed at about 11, and at about 12:30, I woke up seriously nauseated.
He comes in and he says, "Are you sick?" No, I'm fine.
I wasn't.
Nope.
I came up and I did that typical Technicolor yawn, and it was not pretty. It was just so painful.
We don't make good sick people. You guys.
I tell you, I had not vomited like that in easily almost 10 years. So I don't know what happened. Ben, I don't hear you. I don't know why.
Uh-oh.
It says a guest has muted themselves.
Sorry.
Do you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
That's weird. Nothing showed me as muted on my end. So
yeah, that was weird.
What day did this happen to you?
This was Tuesday night into Wednesday. I was so bad. I was out of work for 2 days. It really threw me because I ended up having chills. I had a slight fever. I was sick. I can't imagine that was food poisoning, because if it was, Doug would have been just as sick.
Because I'm the one who cooked it. If I'm going to make people, well, then again, if I make food, why would I make myself sick?
Yeah.
But then again, I cooked it the same way. I would have gotten sick but I was I could have gotten someone else sick and not me.
Yeah, Donna walks into me talking about vomiting. So yeah, sorry about that.
I vomit all the time, in
figuratively or actually?
Figuratively, that's what I wanted to say. I figuratively vomit all the time. For so many reasons. I'm vomiting a couple times a day.
Okay, so Paul says that there is some kind of a bug going around. So I must have picked it up maybe at work, and it manifested finally by Tuesday. So I don't know.
A little sensitive, a little tummy.
But so Ben, I know, has been dealing with some stress. And Ben, why don't you go ahead and talk about that?
Yeah, I actually recently left my previous job. I'd had it for about 5 months. I'd transferred into that position from another position that I'd held for about 3.5 years. And it looked like a promising transition, but it did not turn out to be a good move for me. And I was very stressed out all the time. I was sick to my stomach a lot. I had that feeling of dread going up the elevator to the office every day. At the end of a Friday, I would already start dreading having to go into work on Monday. It was really bad. My body started to fight with me. I developed some skin issue on my legs that I'm still using a steroid ointment to. There's another one of Doug's choice words.
Lubricant and moist and.
But it's a steroid laced ointment that I'm using to try and clear up the issue. In the last couple of weeks, I dropped 5 pounds without even trying. And that's after I had gained about 15 from a lot of stress eating. So I was dealing with a lot. And then last week, I came up with a really bad cold sore, which I had not had since the last time I was severely stressed. And right now, my body's just kind of like going into reset mode, where I had to unplug myself and check with IT to make sure that everything was running properly. I've been napping a lot and just trying to get back up to where I am. And it's like, ugh. I'm feeling a lot better now. And there's no more stress, but it really did a number on me for the past few months.
Oh, so sorry.
So, yeah, it's okay. It's okay, but I'm feeling a lot better. But yeah, having a lot of time between jobs, I've been able to do a lot of resting because my body's been telling me just to rest. And a lot of people will look at the opportunity of having a lot of off time to do a lot of projects around the house or whatever. I went on a TV binge, and for the last few days, I've been watching Seinfeld, which I had not watched in ages. And I'm rediscovering a lot of funny lines and a lot of funny scenes, and just remembering how truly horrible these people were to each other and to everyone they came into contact with.
Oh, they were terrible people.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you talk about shallow personalities, and these people really set the bar for a lot of people to head into the new millennium with bad attitudes.
Yeah.
But also, that's when narcissism really went in.
Yeah.
It wasn't for me. I didn't get into that show.
Yeah. It's a really well written show, and it's
Yeah.
really well put together. There are some episodes where there are like 3 or 4 different stories that are all working on some different plane, and then all of a sudden, right within the last 90 seconds of the show, they all dovetail. It's like a Hallmark movie in 20 minutes, which is what a Hallmark movie really should be.
Mar says, no soup for you, Ben.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But no, it's been fun revisiting that series.
Now this is one that we have to go to. Creepy clipboard backpack guy. Doug, you wanted to talk about that one.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You do remember? Remember Saturday the doorbell rang?
I'm sorry. I'm ill prepared.
We were in the house doing our thing. Arnie and I were prepping the show for tonight, and we heard the doorbell ring.
Oh, was it that's past Saturday?
That was on Saturday, yeah.
Oh, yeah, this little persistent son of a bitch would not leave. Oh my gosh, he would not leave. He was knocking, ding, 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 and knocking. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, you guys, because the office is right here in the window and you have to walk by it. And I'm like, shh, he can probably hear you through the window. But this guy, and it's what time was it?
It was about quarter after 5 or so.
Yeah, it was a little after 5.
But yeah, he had his clipboard and his backpack, and I saw him through the people, and I don't give people the benefit of the doubt.
But then he came back later that night.
Oh, yeah, he turned around and came back at 8:45.
Yeah, the sun had already set. It was 8:45, dark outside. We looked at it. We all looked at our phones saying, did someone text you? Is someone coming over?
Yeah. Nobody in this day and age just rings the doorbell unless you text. If you're home, hi, I'm going to brought this over. You text everybody before you even do anything. You just don't willy-nilly go to somebody's house and ring the doorbell like we used to do in our past life.
That doesn't exist anymore.
No,
And
it doesn't.
People don't want to be bothered. I have no money. Go away.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Benja's one of those types walked into my house last week. Oh dear.
That's
no.
It's called Castle Laws. You can get shot for that.
Okay. This is to spline or not to spline. I'm holding in my hand what's called a spline tool. And I didn't know what it looked like when we were going to start working on replacing our screens.
Do you have the screen to show?
No, I don't. I don't have
It's
that.
in the garage.
It's in the Moment of Groovy, actually. You'll see
us.
You'll see us doing it in the Moment of Groovy, but we actually replaced screens on 3 windows.
So when you sign the mortgage papers and then they give you the key, immediately when that key touches your hand, you're immediately bestowed an aura of skills that you never thought you had possible. Laying tile, floor tile, painting, putting up fans, changing electrical, rescreening screens. Everything we've done to this house, our backyard, I never thought I would ever do. I would pay people to do that. But I don't know how we got this outer body experience. And I think it's when we got the keys, they were possessed.
And the thing is, I didn't read...
It's a homeowner thing.
I didn't read an instruction manual of how to replace the spline on the screens. Doug watched the video and showed me, this is what you do. So I looked at the screen and how it was constructed. And sure enough, there's this thin little rubber band, like a rope or something, that's shoved in a small channel around the entire circumference of the screen. You pull that what's called spline out, and you have to replace it. And you replace it with fresh screen, and then you put the fresh spline in place. And you use this tool.
He hogged the tool the whole time.
Yeah, this edge. This acts like a hammer. And you just roll it along the spline.
You were splining a lot. You got to do 3 screens. I get to do the back door.
So that's this side of the wheel. On this side here, it's actually concave. So there's a little dip right here in the center. And that acts to really get that spline down in that channel nice and firm. So
So we have new, crispy, clean screens. The 23-year-old screens went bye-bye.
I was
And they
surprised.
were all like brittle and dusty and ugh.
Noah is very familiar with this process because of the hurricanes that they've gone through in Florida.
Yeah.
Oh, I could see that. They get snagged.
Yeah, it's double spline. It's hammer on one side and then like a little channel on the other side to really get it in there and pushed on the rounded top.
I just thought of something. Screens in Florida are like satin balls at Christmas time. They snag. So when you have a windstorm, you're going to rip out your screens all the time.
Yeah. So I'd never done that before, but now we know how to do it. So yeah.
Yes.
Two spline or not two spline? I say two spline, definitely.
Yeah, you'll get to see that. Look at the video afterwards.
Now, this was originally called Strawberry Frost. But
oh God, we was talking about the floor nugget. Yes. These two would not stop laughing.
Mark just asked if we could start over. He said he'd forgotten about tonight's stream.
Oh, sorry, Mark.
It's it. Rewind in your VCR. Beep. He's recording this. You just go rewind it.
Well, I guess you can.
Lord,
I guess
not a VCR.
Yeah.
You push the little lever back on the screen here at YouTube and go back to start. It's
Actually,
called
during a
rewind.
live broadcast, you can't do that. The live stream has to finish before you can do that.
Oh, because it has to upload to the servers. Yeah.
Todd's saying, floor nugget, you got a dog? No, we did not get a dog.
No.
Instead, Ben, we went to Wendy's on Saturday night for dinner because we were tired and didn't
We
want
had
to cook.
Costco shopping and it was late. It was 6 o'clock. It was a whole thing.
So we all went, and Ben, you wanted to try a chicken sandwich that was there.
Yeah, it's the oh my gosh, what is the name of it now?
Ghost pepper?
The Ghost Pepper Ranch Chicken Sandwich. And it's a new spicy sandwich that's being offered at Wendy's for a limited time, and it's delicious. But Arnie, Doug, and I were sampling it while Doug was fixated on a chicken nugget that had wound up on the floor underneath our table from a previous diner.
It was staring at me. If you just look down eating your food, you can see part of the table because you have to look at your food. And it was just right there. It was this chicken nugget. And I could only imagine the kid dropping it, having a meltdown. Because they dropped the floor and they lost a nugget. But yeah, I had to stare at it. This thing was staring at me and I was staring at it. I should have kicked it, but it was...
You should have put googly eyes on it.
I don't know how old that thing was, too.
Yeah, it may have been there for several hours at
Yeah,
least.
it was... The restaurant was clean, but I wouldn't say... Well, it's not on my clean standards. The floor was sticky by the Coca-Cola machine. So my standards are extremely high. I have very high expectations, but, you know, you get what you get when you're at a... See, we grew up calling Wendy's Choke and Puke. So that's what we used to... We had nicknames for everything. That's why I called McDonald's as Max Steakhouse. So
Thank you, Arnie.
it's what you get when you get food, but it's not cheap.
Oh my goodness, there's Rob.
Oh no, Joseph, the nuggets of all nuggets. And I was talking to a business colleague person. The best nuggets in the whole world are McDonald's.
See, Rob Fuzz is here. Hello.
Wendy's does have good chicken nuggets. They've got good chicken products, period.
It's fried. What's not good about fried chicken? Processed, I don't care. You can't really screw it. Well, yes, you can screw up fried chicken. I've had some horrible fried chicken. Like, ugh.
So I had this placeholder here called Shun the Non-Believer, and that had to do with the lemon blueberry loaf that we talked about earlier. Because those that don't believe in baked goods and things like that really, yeah, we really need to talk to them about that, because that loaf, yeah.
It's not life-changing. It was moist.
It's
It
delicious.
tasted like soap. It had this enough lemon, and it was good.
It was good, but
it was good.
No. It's better than good. It's delicious. If you have an opportunity to go to Costco over the next couple of weeks while it's still there, run.
Yeah.
Go to the bakery section. Get one of these loaves. They're delicious.
The reference of Shun the Non-Believer comes from the fact that someone just sent me a clip of the early days of YouTube from Charlie the Unicorn,
Oh, Charlie.
where the other unicorns are teasing him and they say, "Shun the non-believer, shun, shun."
How many does that have? How many views does that have?
I honestly, millions.
Probably hundreds of millions.
Hundreds of millions of views. It's from the early days. It's hysterical. If you've never seen Charlie the Unicorn,
it's horrible, but it's horrible.
Yeah.
But that's what you did. That's what was the quality back there in the beginning of YouTube.
And then finally, this is the week where it is halfway to Friendsgiving. I cannot believe that we're already here. Friendsgiving, of course, for us is that Saturday before Thanksgiving, where we host friends for a nice meal. And look, Joseph said, yep, Joseph obviously has seen the Charlie the Unicorn. They took my kidney.
This is the one holiday out of all of them that I look forward to out of the whole year.
Well,
More than my birthday, more than any of this other kind of crap. This is my pinnacle peak love.
Friendsgiving is one of those times where we get together and it's the first opportunity for everyone to see the villa fully decorated.
Gene G for a $10 super chat. Thank you so much, Gene.
I'm trying to get the list, get the artwork. I'm doing other things, but I'm like, it's my mental. I'm not focused. I need to start thinking about getting it done. Start looking what theme I want, and planning, because it takes 6 months. And I want the house decorated fast.
Rob likes that sound effect. We love that one too.
That is, we use that for everything. We like something, we'll just go on our phones and we'll like, yay, in the middle of the store.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. But so those are the things that happened this week. We realized that it was halfway to Thanksgiving. We thought,
we don't have much to report because it's just starting.
We are starting to plan.
It's just the thinking plan.
We are going to have a couple friends over to celebrate that, but these are friends that will most likely not be available to come on Friendsgiving this year. So we want to make sure that we celebrate with them this year. And if they happen to be watching, we will be missing you. So definitely. Anyway, that is our show for this week. Ben.
A lot of chitter chatter.
Lots of chitter chatter. Ben, what's happening this week on Life with Ben?
This past Saturday, I spent the day with Arnie and Doug at the villa. And we wanted lunch. Did not know what I wanted for lunch. Asked the guys what they wanted. They said nothing. So I made a unilateral decision and we went for Round Table Pizza. So I picked up a pizza at the restaurant about a mile from the guy's place. And it made us think, you know what? Let's talk about the pizza sauce hack that Arnie and Doug have been working on to try and mimic the pizza sauce that is used at Round Table. So we're going to show the process of Doug and Arnie going through putting their recipe of their sauce together. That'll be this coming Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific.
Yeah, you're not going to want to miss that because, quite frankly, it's a good recipe.
We did it the following Saturday. We did it yesterday. We tasted what we did Saturday. We did it on Sunday, and I can't talk about it because
it's pretty much spot on. So
you'll see. Okay, I want to say that. I thought you were going to yell at me if I said anything.
No, it's spot on.
We got it.
Did you sample the one where you put in the extra quarter teaspoon of sugar?
Yes, all three of them.
Yep.
And did that one come closer?
Yeah,
yes,
it did.
Then it ended up being they were both perfect and exact. It was a texture thing.
Okay, yeah.
That's kind of weird that you get the same flavor, but it's a texture thing. Outlaw Geek saying, shouldn't you start putting up Christmas trees? It's halfway through May. No. We will be starting our personal countdown to Christmas on September 16th, 100 days before Christmas. And in that time, we'll get the trees put up.
Yeah, that's about 4 months from now. According to our little countdown thing, it is 224 days until Christmas.
Ben,
we went to
Ben, look at that. Joys of the San Joaquin Valley. For those of us living in California, what do you think of this early summer heat wave? 90 to 101 degrees so far. And yeah, it has been warm.
It's warm, but
It's not warm in Oakland. Today it was about 70 something. And Oakland is right there on the bay, right near the natural air conditioner of the Golden Gate. So if it gets hot in Oakland, then it's really hot everywhere else.
But it was hot here in our area.
But today it was not even 80. You get 80, then you'll go to 79. We didn't turn on the air, but
Yeah, but it was warm in East Contra Costa.
Today?
Yeah, it was warm today. But it was pleasant.
No,
It wasn't hot, but that's coming later this week.
hot.
Yeah, so
That's right. And we do want to wish a happy birthday to Mike Wheeler.
Coming up, Mikey Poo has his
Tuesday.
Mike Wheeler.
Mike Wheeler's
Here, I'll give this one to you
birthday.
too, Mike.
That would be, what day is today?
Today is the
It is
15th.
May 18th, so
May
wish
18th.
Mike.
So wish Mike a happy birthday on May.
Oh, us May babies. It's great. We're great.
So anyway,
He actually has Mickey Mouse's half birthday.
yes, he does.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, he does. But yeah, that's the pizza. The pizza thing is coming, so you'll see that on Thursday, and I'm looking forward to talking about that. So if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask us once you see the video on Thursday.
Okay, well, just watch, you guys, the end of the show.
Oh my
The
god!
thing. Peace out.
But
Bye.
Richard just made it, so he wants us to start over.
That's what he said. He could push replay on the VCR. It's not hard, people.
VCR.
When
And
YouTube replays.
For those of you that came late, Sherry is visiting her kids and her grandchildren this week, so she is offset this week. So
she's out of pocket.
Okay, out of pocket.
How many corporate gag words?
And I guess Mark would, to paraphrase that, be kind, rewind. Okay.
Be kind, rewind.
Okay.
That's a phrase I've heard in a while.
Yeah, that's what.
I don't know that we should be starting over or not. I mean, we've already had enough.
But what you will see now, as we come to the moment of groovy, you'll see the opportunity we had to replace screen. You'll see us going various errands.
We went to Hobby Lobby, but we'll talk about that later.
Oh yeah, you'll see there in.
It's very weird.
Yeah, well, tell them what you saw because they'll see it.
Okay, so we went on a Hobby Lobby on Friday because I follow these pumpkin spice and everything nice. It's a group on Facebook. Because I don't have any friends on Facebook, I just follow groups. And they said, they're having some of their fall stuff out. And holy cow, our Hobby Lobby has so much crap. Like, lots of fall stuff. Like,
already?
Or I thought it was going to be up on the top and they were going to put a few things. I thought they were going to have some, but it was a lot. And it was like everywhere. So, even though that is my favorite colors and my favorite time of the year, I just had my birthday. I need a little bit more time. Give me past the 4th of July, then all bets are off. We're going into the holidays. But I didn't feel, even though I thought it was cool, I didn't get all excited and googly-eyed. But it was really a lot of fall. And I loved it.
Richard wants us to do extra time.
Okay.
If we go into 3 minutes, we need a subject. Richard, can you suggest something?
If we do extra time, we can do this. Remember what we did at the beginning of the first break? We can just rerun that. Some people may not have seen it, so here we'll just rerun. We'll rerun this, everyone.
And we'll come back.
Yeah, we'll rerun this.
Coming up next on PBS, it's the Pepper Tree Villa Taste of New Year Special.
And we are going to be sampling different appetizers from different places. So everyone, I'd like to introduce my sister.
I'm hungry.
Who wants to go first? Sherry.
I'm going to start with something that Ben would never, ever put in his mouth.
Dip it in sour cream. Is it tangy? Is it stringy?
She's going to be doing a swig of Trader Jose's light lager.
I am not a beer drinker.
Cheers, Sherry. Happy New Year.
Dilly dilly.
Hey,
Stay
that's
woke.
not bad. I'm keeping that one.
I just wish there was more caramelized onion on it.
Yeah, that was a disappointment.
Okay, this is these are hummus pods, zesty lemon,
It looks very unappetizing. It looks like it's filled with Play-Doh.
These are, I've never heard of this food before. Black bean and sweet corn pupusas? I had never heard of them, and I was concerned because the first part of the word is poo-poo. Lots of black beans.
Bob Fuzz, do you have anything to add? It's breaded zucchini.
That's a disaster already.
And so this, I'm substituting a sweet chili sauce instead.
Nope.
What was that?
Ladies and gentlemen, the first, it's it's going back to Trader Joe's, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
Now it's giving me the itchies.
So these are called Brazzi Bites. These are zesty pepper jack varieties.
Is it zesty?
It is zesty. I can taste the jalapeno.
Is it moist enough?
Stop.
Yeah, it is.
Brazzi Bites, cheese balls, moist. I don't know. What's going on in this week?
Okay, here we go, guys.
Jim?
Cheerios on them?
Sherry. Sherry.
Oh, she really poured it on.
Get closer. Get closer.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to have her husband come in and pour her into bed.
Celebrate the new year, what you can remember of it, with Pepper Tree Villa's Taste of New Year Special. Coming up next on PBS.
Thank you, Richard.
Thanks to Richard
for the memories.
I'll tell you the one thing that I really love is, enjoy what, if you can remember it. So.
Oh my God. So long ago, such an innocent time, different world.
Well, I can't believe that was 3 years ago, almost 3.5 years ago now.
Yeah, about 3.5 years, yeah.
But we loved that bit. So Richard
3 years
again
ago with more hair.
That was
Sans hair.
Yeah, I think Mara's right. That one was worth a replay. So again, Richard, thanks for putting that together for us. It was so much fun. It was wonderful. But we'll have more moments like that coming up. I mean, we've got the PTV Live throwback that we will be doing week after week now. So I like being able to go back and revisit some of our old content and getting the best of the best to enjoy. So wait until the taste of Christmas.
I know.
Yes.
Wow.
Which reminds me, next week, PTV Live Holiday Edition. So yes, maybe we
Todd
will
and Ken needs to be at this one because I have a story to say.
Maybe we will see the taste of Christmas. So anyone can join us next Monday night, 9:30 Eastern, 6:30 Pacific, here on Pepper Tree Villa. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, and to Jean for the super chat. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Jean. Yeah, very kind.
Really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness. I guess there's nothing else left to say, but
no, I got to throw my Oreo away because it's staring at me.
Kind of
I
like
hate food staring.
Kind
at
of like
me.
the floor nugget.
I don't know why. I don't think if I kicked it, it'd probably break my toe because it's probably so petrified.
Anyway, I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
And I'm Ben.
And Ben's little friend there. What's your friend's name?
What is? I heard about it, but I had to clean. There was some kind.
This is Gudetama. He is the lazy egg.
Yeah, he's a lazy egg.
Oh, I thought it was a peep. You know the peeps.
No,
I'll be there.
Good.
Awesome, Ken.
Sanrio world. So this is Gudetama.
Because the mouth looks weird.
A super chat of $2 from Jean. Thank you so much, Jean. We really appreciate it. That was a lot of fun. Tamago-san?
Oh, excuse you.
That's what Benji says. The name of that character is Tamago-san.
Okay,
So thank you, everyone. We really had a lot of fun tonight. And I guess all that's left for me to say is have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now your moment.
To see our life.
Yeah, now your moment to groovy, everyone. Good night.
Bye.